Go.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's April 1st, 2012. My name is Tom Roro. I'm a professional engineer and electrical inspector in northern New Jersey. And I've created unauthorized laboratories to do a test to see if there's isolation for gas bonding, for the bonding of gas piping systems. We have recently had a new requirement in the National Fuel Gas Code and the International Fuel Gas Code to bond gas meters for houses which contain corrugated stainless steel, CSST, tubing. The idea is to provide lightning protection. But in addition to the requirement to bond the CSST, there's also a requirement not to make the gas piping system into a grounding electrode or a grounding electrode conductor. This condition would be very dangerous to the gas utility workers who might be servicing gas pipes and gas main lines out in the street. So there are no listed and labeled isolation devices, according to Underwriters Laboratories, which prevent AC current from flowing through the gas piping system. And once we make the bond, we run the risk of forcing current, neutral current, to flow on the gas piping system through the main, and therefore creating a hazard for the gas utility workers. First thing you have to do is find a dielectric isolator. The dielectric isolator is usually located on the output side of the gas meter, as you can see right here. Here's the gas meter, this is the load side, and here's the dielectric isolator. That dielectric isolator, I've obtained one from New Jersey Natural Gas Meter Stack, which was unused. They're very difficult to get, as it turns out. And I've set it up in a laboratory experiment to see if, in fact, the dielectric isolator will prevent AC from flowing. So what you see here right before you is a little experiment where I have a switch. I've checked the polarity of the input current to make sure the white wire is the grounded neutral. The hot wire, the black wire, comes to the light bulb. The white wire returns back to the light bulb to a gas pipe. It's now shorted out with another white wire and back to the other side, and this is the dielectric isolator which I've obtained from the meter stack. Then the white wire returns to the source. When I turn the switch on, the light should light, showing that we have a completed circuit. When I cut this wire, the only thing that would prevent the light from lighting is this dielectric isolation device. And we will be able to tell if the light goes out that the dielectric isolator does in fact function. So I'm going to cut the wire, separate it, and as you can see, now the dielectric isolator is in the circuit and the light bulb is out. So we are reasonably safe and can assume that at least this isolation device does in fact work. So for me, as an electrical inspector in northern New Jersey, I can be sure, or I can be at least morally convinced that I'm not creating a hazard when I bond my gas lines. What that means for the rest of the country, whether there are isolation devices on all meters, I've seen in fact meter stacks from New Jersey Natural Gas, the same company that gave me the isolation device. I've seen meter stacks by that company which don't have isolators on. Now they could have plastic pipe feeding them, which would provide the protection. There's no way for me to know that. The meter stack and the device is by Rockford. This is the only marking on it, so I don't know any more about this plastic isolation device, except that Rockford was the manufacturer of the meter which contained the device. Thank you very much, and hopefully we'll get these devices listed and labeled, and everybody can be assured that there isn't going to be a hazard caused by bonding the gas lines.